Good morning, everybody. Happy Monday. We're back at it again. For anybody hopping on live, if you could just let me know that you can hear me okay. Been having lighting and mic issues this morning. So today, for those of you who haven't met me, welcome. If you're just joining my live stream for the first time, my name is Lisa Carpenter. I'm a transformational life, nutrition, health coach, a whole bunch of stuff all rolled into one. And today I'm going to be talking about, hey Amanda, hello Shannon. On my weekly live stream, I wanted to talk about the mindset that we need to let go of in order to move forward and achieve our goals. And this has been a theme with quite a few of my clients over the past little while, and also in a recent survey that I sent out to my audience to get some feedback. Good morning, everybody. Thanks for joining me. And it's all about our perspective. And one of the things that frustrates me most within the health, wellness, weight loss industry is everybody wants the quick and easy answer. Just give me the fastest way to get from point A to point B, Lisa. How can I lose weight? Fast. How can I change my body? Fast. How can I build my business? Fast. How can I have the success that I want? Fast and easy. Guys, if I had figured out the easy button, I would be sharing it and I would be a multimillionaire. But the truth is, there is no easy button. So I am not a marketer. I'm not a marketer. I genuinely am here to help and support the women who choose to work with me find peace and freedom within their businesses, within their bodies, within their relationship with food, to work through the behavior patterns that are actually keeping them stuck. Because it's not really about the food. It's not really about the business systems. It's about how you think and feel about yourself. It's about how you are showing up in the world. And unraveling all of that and creating awareness around that and being in the discomfort of understanding that you are the one in charge of steering this ship is so hard for people. And I get it. I absolutely get it. But the more you keep searching for the fast, the easy, the book, the coach, the thing that is going to move you from point A to point B faster, the more you're going to struggle and remain stuck in that place of being a victim. Because again, you're looking for somebody else to fix you and you're not broken. So are there tools out there that can help you along your journey? 100%. But ultimately, you have to do the work, and it's going to take time and commitment and a willingness to lean into that discomfort. And you're going to want to run from it. So 5 years ago, last Tuesday, I welcomed my hubby home from rehab. The 3 months prior to that were probably the most challenging months I've ever gone through in my life. I had to come face to face with myself. I had to come to a very hard reality about how I was showing up in my life and the disaster I was causing in my own life. It had nothing to do with his addiction, but the reason he was in my life, and I love my hubby dearly, the reason he came into my life was because of who I was then and what I was looking for in a partner and in my relationships, because I was carrying around so many of my own deep wounds. My healing journey started over 5 years ago, and I have consistently stayed in the trenches with myself and done the inner work that's had to happen in order for me to have a healthy relationship, not just with him, but with myself first and foremost, so that I could come back to who I really was when I was born, when I came onto this planet, before I started picking up all these stories around I wasn't good enough and I needed to be this way and I needed to be that way and I needed to behave this certain way. And all of those things came up for me because it was so hard to be with my feelings of inadequacy, my insecurities, my not feeling like I was ever good enough. So some of you eat to compensate for that. Others turn to behavior patterns like passive aggressiveness, like control, like perfectionism, like people pleasing. They're all just addictions. They just look differently. I fought my own personal journey of transformation kicking and screaming. I was not a willing participant in the beginning. I undertook it because I was ready to show everybody wrong. I wanted to prove to the world that a relationship that had been born out of the dysfunction of addiction could thrive. I'm proud to say that is the truth today, but that going to battle headspace was initially what started the battle. I wasn't willing to just roll over and give up on my dreams of a life with this man. Looking back, it seems very dysfunctional. I was fighting for a life with somebody who was so wrapped up in addiction, and addiction always wins. But because we both committed to doing our own work, that's how we have a healthy relationship now. It very quickly turned into me fighting for me fighting for my own health and wellness. And I can't even begin to tell you how many times I sat in the room with peers, and these were people, everyday people, from appellate court judges to police officers to nurses to moms, you name it, all shapes, sizes, types of educational level people, all coming together because we were all being impacted by addiction, and we were all having to deal with our codependent addictions. These are the behaviors. I remember sitting there crying, wondering when I was going to feel better, how I could fix myself because I believed I was broken. How many more books could I read? How many more self-help things could I dive into? How could I get from point A to point B faster so I could end my suffering and get on with my life? And I couldn't get there faster. And no amount of reading books was going to help me, because what I needed to do was have those big conversations every week, reach out, talk to my peers, surround myself with amazing support, allow myself to be witnessed, allow people to see my suffering, and allow myself to sit in my feelings of anger and shame and sadness and guilt and frustration and rage. All of it. All of it. I had to sit in all of it and just be with it. And it was hard. And I wanted out and I wanted relief. And this is why when I say I understand what it means to be in the trenches with you, and I understand what it means when you hear those words, you need to feel your feelings, to want to punch me in the face, because for so long you've been using so many other things to stop yourself from feeling those feelings. I understand how hard it is. And the only way through it, the only way around it, is to go through it. So it means in those moments where you're feeling frustrated or you're angry, instead of picking up the donut or whatever your mood-altering substance of choice is, sitting back and saying, what do I really need in this moment? Do I need to talk to somebody about how I'm feeling? Do I need to take a walk? Do I need to have a bath? Do I need to phone a friend? What do you need to do to take care of yourselves in those moments to start to break the cycle? How can you learn to be kind to yourself when you're judging yourself? Even acknowledging and saying, wow, I'm being so hard on myself today. Or surrounding yourself with people who are willing and courageous enough to say to you, wow, you're being really hard on yourself today. What could you do to be kind to yourself? None of us are broken. None of us are broken. We all have work to do to move past the things that are keeping us from feeling less than good enough in our lives. But there's no miracle or fast way or forcing that is going to get you there sooner. But I guarantee you, if you are willing to do the work on yourself, if you are willing to have the conversations, if you are willing to put down your victimhood as your status quo and say, wait a minute, I get to choose how I want to be in my life. Stop fighting to be the victim and start fighting to have the life that you want for yourself. Stop looking for it to be easy. It doesn't mean that it's going to feel hard every single day, but it does mean that it's going to be uncomfortable. So if you don't have a community or a peer group who is supporting you, seek those out. This journey, this life, this whole finding ourselves and feeling our feelings, it's not for the faint of heart, and it's certainly not meant to be a journey that we do solo. I couldn't have done it on my own. I wouldn't have done it on my own because I couldn't see the things that I couldn't see. I couldn't see my own blind windows. I couldn't see where I had dysfunctional thinking because it's all I knew. It was like breathing for me. You can't see your own stuff. You know, the saying is we can't be on it and in it at the same time. This is why I'm able to hold such powerful space for my clients. But let me tell you, it is not easy to witness your pain and your discomfort and your suffering because it triggers my old behaviors of wanting to take care of you and wanting to fix you and wanting to make you feel better. But I know from doing my work that I can't do that, and nor is it my responsibility. But I can witness your pain and suffering. I can feel and empathize with you. And I can also say to you, I know you are capable of feeling better. And I know you are capable of more. And I know you are capable of doing this hard work. I don't have to save you. Because victims don't need saving. Victims don't need saving. And it's not my responsibility to save you. But I can give you the tools, and I can give you the guidance, and I can give you the support so that you can learn how to save yourself. And I will witness your pain. I will witness your suffering. I will witness your discomfort. And I will love you through it, even when you feel like you can't love yourself. But you have to continue to show up for you. So, this probably went a little bit deeper than I thought it was going to. But I've committed to showing up and truly sharing me with you in an effort to get you to see what's possible when you're willing to share yourself with other people, when you're willing to let other people see how you're feeling and open yourself up to the growth that comes with that. So you don't need to do a Facebook Live and bleed all over the place. But you do need to find those safe havens where you can talk about what you need to talk about. This is why I've built my community. This is why I do the work that I do. And this is why I will continue to do the work that I do, even on the days where I'm triggered and I just wish so badly that I could make it all go away for you. So there'll be lots of self-care going on for me today as I reach out to my peers who are holding space for me as I navigate some new things. All right? On that note, I think I'll wrap this up because otherwise I'm just going to start going on about who knows what. But I hope you guys all have a fabulous Monday. I hope you take this message to heart. If it was helpful, please share it because somebody else needs to hear this message. And please remember, you are not a victim. You get to choose how you think and feel about yourself. You get to choose how you want to show up in this world. And you get to choose to make the day today the day that you start doing something that's going to support you breaking through some of these old patterns, feeling your feelings, right? And finding the support that you need to feel those feelings. And I will continue to show up for you guys. So I will be back next Monday for my weekly live stream. And as always, I reserve the right to pop in again if I feel called to do so, or if I have a powerful message that I feel like needs to be delivered. So until then, I will see you guys next Monday at 11 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. Have a wonderful week. Set your intentions. Go out and embrace your life. And love to you all. Bye.